everyone, so this is the first of 3 video reviews for this week, and this one is for my ebook read, which is Frozen Dreams by Liz Mcmullen. If you want to check out my Goodreads review, if you're on YouTube, there is a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook, then it is a couple of posts below all the videos that I've posted today. I hope you'll go and check that out, and like I say, this is the video review. So Frozen Dreams is actually the second book in the Charlie Dempsey novel series, and I haven't read the first one, but this book, you can read it, it does stand alone, but I really think I will benefit from reading the first one now to really get a good knowledge of the characters, to know them. So I'm really looking forward to picking up a copy of that and checking that out to see whether it enhances what I have read in the second book. But having said that, if you have read the first one, then you're all good to go into the second one. If you haven't read the first one, you're all good to pick up the second one and just start reading. A lot of it is explained for you, backstory is given well, so there was no confusion in who everyone was and their purposes. There was a few references to a few events that happened previously. I assume they happened in book 1, but you don't really need to know what those events were, because again, you're given that background detail when you're reading Frozen Dreams anyway. So that was really great in there. It's always a worry when you pick up a second novel in a series that the author won't have given you enough background of what you haven't already read to make it stand alone, but Liz has done a great job of giving you that so it can stand alone. So it's a beautiful book, it's a lovely story, and I mean, what's not to love? It's basically magical creatures, like fairy-like creatures, in the real world. They live here in like our world. It's really strange, and it gives you that weird feeling of, hang on, they have magical powers, but they have jobs and they live and work here and stuff, and it's really a really cool dynamic. So it had a wonderful cast of characters, so many characters, and I like the varieties of personalities and the way they were all interconnected to one way or another, whether it be through fate because they were meant to meet, whether it was through relationships and love, or whether it was like through cruel intentions, which was just like mind-blowing. Like they all knew each other somehow, and they were all connected in some way, or were going to be connected in some way, or had an influence on each other. It was really like that mystical, magical madness. And so it mostly follows Charlie and Azure. So it's their relationship building, because Azure, she's come from such tragic consequences. She basically had her fate, her true life path taken from her, and her fairy godmother Ezrael tries to get her back on that, but obviously it's not without drama, it's not without consequence, it's not easy. Basically, it was such a mission, and they went on so many little missions in this book before they had to go on one big mission to save Faith and Azure, and there was just so much they had to do, working as a team, getting along, figuring things out. There was just so much going on to keep you entertained as a reader and really get you invested in each character and their uniqueness. That was definitely, you know, one of the main key points for me. The other thing is there's a lot of heartache in the book, especially for Azure, because she's got these magic powers, and she learns from a very young age that she's going to be alone because of her magic powers, because she touches things and they freeze. So she doesn't feel like she can be loved or give love, because everything she ever wanted to do that to, she killed, basically, and that causes a lot of sadness. But the imagination it must have taken for Liz to write this, I mean, brilliant, just fascinating mystery, magical, fun story, likable, brilliant characters, and definitely, you know, a fantastic fantasy novel that I can see can expand further into more of a series. So that's really great, and I can't wait to check out book 1 to see whether it will give me more understanding of what I read in book 2, but also whether it just helps me to really understand this universe and connect with it even further. So it was just a great book. I really enjoyed reading it, and I will pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy. If you haven't already read book 1, like I say, you might want to grab a copy of that too. If not, you can read this one just standalone if that's what you want to do. If you've read Frozen Dreams by Liz Mcmullen, please let me know. Please let me know what you thought of it. You know, what were your favourite characters, your favourite moments? Had you read book 1? Do you now want to read book 1? That's really exciting stuff, and it really helps as well to determine, you know, the series. And like I say, can't wait to read book 1 now to see whether I've missed something or whether it give me a deeper understanding of what I read in book 2. If you're going to read Frozen Dreams, or if it's on your to read list, again, let me know, because I would just love to know what your plans are and whether you plan to read the first book as well. That would be really cool. And if you do read it, I really hope you enjoy it. Bye!